Yes, and hopefully he'll never see this live. We we have launched today. We actually launched a little while ago, the tarotbridge.com. It is a site that is near and dear to my heart and Renee's. We have no pay by the minute. We have vetted readers that are all handpicked by myself and Luna. And it's just a site where you can go and get a reading and actually feel safe, because I've always told all my followers I'm very, I don't know what the word is, but I'm very particular over people getting readings from other readers. I don't know how to put that the proper way, but there's so many unethical readers out there. And I know one thing, when people come for a reading, rarely they're in a good place. And we know this as readers, and we should be mindful of that. So you have to remember, when they come to us, they're usually very vulnerable. And a lot of people don't treat them as such. They look at it as an opportunity to kind of get in there and maybe, get some readings from them and just basically take advantage of them. And for years and years since I've been doing this, that has always bothered me. And I've always felt like I've been an advocate for anybody who gets readings, because let me tell you, I got stories of friends of mine who have gone out and gotten readings, and I knew they got scammed, and I said, come on, we're going. And we go back and we go visit the reader. And yeah, because, I really think it's a gift. I believe it's a gift. And the fact that people take advantage of people with it is bad. It's just unethical and scary. And it's scary. So anyway, Renee and I put our heads together, and our silent partner. And we have our site. And I hope you guys go and you sign up and try out our readers. They all have my stamp of approval on them. I put these readers through the jumps. They send me a video. Send me another one. I ask particular questions because, after all these years, I do know what I'm looking for. So, all right, Renee, tell us what you want to tell us about the site. And then I'm going to draw a couple of cards for some of the people here.
Awesome. So, including me, right?
Yes,
So I am not a reader. However, I have known Denise for how long now? Like we have to be
years.
Something like that. Crazy.
Yeah, 20 years.
And I had wandered into your store that you had, and you had done a reading for me. And over the years, you have done many readings for me. I'm a divorce lawyer. I have had a lot of clients come to me who have gone to you for readings, because that's what a lot of people go to readings for. So having cards read has always been something that I've done, and something that I have tuned into for, I like to say, gentle guidance. I don't live my life by it, but I like the gentle guidance and tapping into kind of the inner wisdom. And so when Denise came to me with this project and said, there's a problem in the industry. People are getting scammed. We have readers who haven't been vetted. That even the business side of it, because I am a business owner and entrepreneur, that readers are doing this work and they have a gift that they're sharing, and these other sites are taking most of that profit. And that just didn't feel good to me. So we launched this site that really brought fairness to the industry, so readers could come to a place that they felt was really safe, and knowing that their gifts were valued, because you had someone who was a reader, like Denise, actually the person who was putting it together and who gets the industry, and a place where someone like myself, who would be a seeker, who could go and know that these readers have been vetted, they're experienced, they have a stamp of approval. I can go and know that I'm getting a really good reading. And also, knowing what you're getting, because it's, how all of that pay by the minute, and it just feels so icky. And if I'm someone who's on the phone, I'm going to know when a reader's dragging the reading out in order to keep me on longer. And our readers don't want that business model anyway. It doesn't feel good to them. It's not in integrity. So we completely eliminated that. And I'm really proud of this site. I think it's was done really well. I think there's a community aspect of it, bringing together spiritually minded people, which is unlike anything else that's out there. So people can join together and have conversations and build connection, which is what it's all about anyway. So
Right. And I don't think people know this about me, but I'm going to tell them when I had my spiritual store, unfortunately, it was tanking. That's my excuse. That's my crutch. It was really, and I was stuck in it with the lease and everything. And I was a single mom at the time and I was doing readings, but everything was dying a slow death. So I decided to join an online reading site. I'm pretty sure it was Cassandra, if I can remember correctly. And every time I would get off the phone, they would call me and they would say, you have to you're getting off too soon. You got to stretch it out. And I was like, but I said what I had to say. The message was there. I don't want to drag it out. So I got fired. Fired from them. I know, that's so bad. But the funny thing is, when I've interviewed a lot of these readers, and these male and female I have, they're ethical people. And that's the first thing they say to me. They're like, oh, if you don't answer the phone quick enough, they call you. Like if you don't keep them on, they call you. And, I've done my research and I'm 110% sure I'm the only reader who owns a site. I've talked with everyone and I've done my research. So most of these people who own these sites, the majority of them are business people. So they're definitely looking to make money. Not that I don't want to be profitable. I want everyone to be profitable. But another little aspect to our businesses too is we help our readers make their own little business. They have the opportunity within our platform to grow. Right, Renee?
Oh yeah, I mean, and that's like, I love that part of it because there's enough to go around for everyone. And it's kind of heartbreaking if you think about a reader giving their time and their energy to a reading and then taking such a small slice of that pie and most of it goes to a big company on the other side, which just feels all kinds of wrong. So, there's multiple facets to why we did this, but one of them is to really help readers be able, for some, it's their side hustle who maybe want it to be their full-time hustle. And by them holding on to most of the profits, that we help them get there a little bit faster. And I think that's a big piece of it for that community, and also for the community of people coming in who want readings, and know that they can trust any one of them who's on the site. Know that they can trust if they're clicking and they're getting a $10 reading and asking one question, or an hour reading, they're getting someone that's really quality and experienced, which I think is huge, because you don't know, like, you open up any of these other ones, you have no idea who these people are and what they're putting out there, and whether they're, what's preventing anyone. Like, I'm not a reader, so what's preventing me from setting up an account over there? Like, I can't fool you, Denise. You'll sniff me out if I try to sign up.
I know. And unfortunately, I had some people, this is another aspect. I had some people, nice people, but I was like, did they just buy a deck of cards the other day? Like, I can feel it. So Renee and I have decided what we're also going to do, and this is for all my potential readers. We're going to have at one point a junior section where you're a learner, but your prices will reflect that of somebody who's learning. And then after these readers get some experience, because really the only way, you could read a book all you want on tarot and read for yourself and your friends, but readings are the only way to really figure it out. And so then we would move them up. But we're going to give a place for even beginners to start, because everybody has to start somewhere. And like I said, I had some really great people come to me, but I just didn't feel they could fit what we needed right now.
Yeah, I mean, and then another piece of it is we'll offer classes too. So if someone wants to learn how to read, they can join the community, and you'll watch us release classes and training sessions. You may teach a training session on how to be a reader. I may teach a training session on how to grow your side hustle into a full-time gig, because that's my expertise is the business side of it. So we're going to offer all kinds of training to help readers really take their business to the next level.
And let's talk about the community. We call it the circle. The circle. Yeah.
I mean, this is the most exciting part of it, I think. I mean, this is the part that really sets it apart, because it's not about just finding a reader ordering a reading and then that's it. You can go into this community and it's a gated community, so it's free, but you actually have to set up an account to get in there, so people can't just browse in there and stop by. So you have to be part of it, and you get to see other readers, whether they're doing little card pulls or introducing themselves or conversations. And then other spiritually minded people can hang out in there, and we'll have different groups and different topics that are happening. Which is really cool because it just takes it to a different level that really does not exist out there right now.
Yes. There's no place. I think, with most of these sites, what they try to do is they want to keep their readers hidden. They don't want them out there. And the only way they can build their business is basically by that little snapshot and a little bio and whatever feedbacks they get. And I've learned through life too, if you don't tell some people what they want to hear, the feedback ain't going to be good. Let me tell you, that's just the nature of the beast. But the nice thing about the community is they can kind of put themselves out there. So it's similar to like a TikTok where you put your videos and, people can see what's going on. So it's good for the readers, and it's good for you too, because this way here, you don't have to go into it blindly, just reading a bio and say, oh, I wonder if I want this person. And another thing we have too, which I'm pretty proud of, is that $10 3-minute video. It's a good investment. If you think you're connecting to a reader and you're not sure, go for the $10 reading and see before you invest any more money. Don't you think, Renee? That's the best way to do it.
Oh my God, yeah, because it's like, what's $10? It's a cup of coffee. Like that's a fancy cup of coffee.
I was going to say, where are you buying coffee?
I know, right? Maybe 2 cups. I don't know. If you go to some of those fancy places and you get the extra caffeinated one, it might be $10. So. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's so limited, and sometimes you just have one question. Sometimes it's like this thing is on my mind, and I don't need to spend a whole hour talking about it. It's let me just ask that one question, and then maybe that turns into, hey, I want to connect with this person a little bit more. But what I was just thinking of? We should do something right now. We didn't talk about this, but I think we should, for everyone who's watching, who goes and signs up, creates their account on the Tarot Bridge, you'll pull a card for them right now.
Okay. All right. I'm going to have to see. I'm going to have to see as it comes down, because I get notices who signs up.
Because I can see like the little thing.
Yeah.
So if because we'll pull some cards, but that's because you always have people wanting cards pulled, and you can't get to everyone. Yeah. So this is an incentive. So you go to thetarotbridge.com, set up an account. Doesn't cost you anything, totally free, but just set up the account and go check it out. And then raise your hand in the chats if you did that, and we'll watch, and then you'll have Denise pull a card for you.
Right, and don't forget the community, go in there too, even though it's all connected, and, start posting and start talking to people. And I'm sure it's like-minded, so I feel it's going to be a place where people can connect. I always tell people in my comment section, it's a safe zone, because again, a lot of people are hurting, a lot of people are vulnerable, and a lot of times they can't go to friends or family and talk about what's going on. Some things are just, they like to keep to themselves. But yet, they come on to the reading, they go in the comments, and they start, opening up. And I always say, we're like Planet Fitness, we don't judge. So use it for that too, because a lot of us, we're not professional therapists by any means, but you know what? We've lived some good life lessons, and we've learned, and we know what works and what doesn't work, and we've implemented it in our life. That's the important thing. So I was talking the other day about life lessons to Jackie, my friend, who is one of my moderators. And I said, we said you shouldn't revisit them. And I said, well, I disagree. I think life lessons are like a history book. And I think sometimes we need a refresher course. So sometimes we either have to go back to the memory and think about it, maybe talk about it with a friend, and then we understand, no, that's something I don't want to do anymore. How did it make you feel? That's what you have to say to yourself. So life lessons are good like that, if we learn from them.
All right, so we have one person who says that they already signed up for the Tarot Bridge. So let's pull a card for her. Boundaries 2023.
Okay.
So if you're just joining us, we're talking about the Tarot Bridge, which launched today. And what we're doing is if you go over to www.thetarotbridge.com, you set up your account. It's totally free. Denise is going to pull a card for you.
Boundaries. Let's see what you have. I'll probably pull more than one because you know me, I'm wordy. Boundaries. Five of Pentacles. So somebody ghosted you, my dear. Somebody's not communicating with you properly. You're getting that feeling like you're left out in the cold. This is always my ghosting card, and it hasn't failed me yet. The thing I like about this card is you can see I don't know if you could see that, there's warmth in the background, okay? So we know this is a temporary situation, and the snow melts, so again, we know it's a temporary situation. So what you're feeling right now is not going to stay with you, okay? It's just not going to stay with you. It's going to be very fleeting, and I feel an apology is coming to you. So this person, if it is a person, situation, only you know how it fits in, is going to say to you, I'm sorry for the silence. I do apologize. But again, like I always say with pages are very small. So I think they're sincere. I'm going to say he's sincere, she's sincere, but they're still small apologies, and actions speak louder than words. But I want you to know that yes, somebody is coming your way. Somebody who did something that made you feel like this. They didn't want to communicate, so they just kind of like shut you off. But the good news is there's an apology coming your way. And hopefully that makes sense. And that was a lot of earth in that reading. So I don't know, boundaries, if you're an earth sign, have it in your chart, or the person you're dealing with is an earth sign.
All right, we have another one. Ken to Marley just signed up. If you guys signed up, just drop a note in the comments too so we can match it up because we have a bunch of signups rolling in right now.
I see her, Marley. Yeah, just signed up. Okay, hold on.
Ooh, we have some more.
All right, you're in charge of that.
All right, let me know you just signed up. Ooh, we got some more. Oh, we're going to be on here all day. Ken Marley is a guy. That's okay.
Hopefully you're a guy. Okay, that's good. We don't have many men. Hi there. No. All right. So, Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords looks really bad. Okay, but it's not. It's just the end of something. But I think that whatever you're going through was pretty traumatic. So I'm sorry for that for you, but it's almost over. Okay, you're coming out of it. And I don't feel it was just one person. I feel there was a couple of people involved. Okay, so I don't think it was just like maybe it was just you and maybe, a job loss or a breakup. I feel there was a few people involved that kind of made this Ten of Swords kind of happen. And with the Three of Cups, it talks about reconciliation and celebration. So again, and they're minor cards, I feel like it's temporary. Again, it seemed like to be the last message for that one. But you know what's funny? I want you to look at this card. See how the person is facing and the swords are coming in this way? It's like you knew this was coming. Okay, so if it was in the back, you wouldn't have known it was coming, but because it was in the front, you actually knew it was coming. So I think that, and I don't know if this is a third party situation, it could be, but I do see some sort of celebration and reconciliation. So it's fleeting. It's not going to last long.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah.
All right, Maggie Torres, 15, just signed up.
Now, are you guys signing up with the same name that you're putting here? Are they doing that? Yeah.
It's going to be an email address they sign up for, so the name might be a little bit different.
Okay.
But
all right. So who am I doing?
Maggie Torres. Yep.
Maggie Torres, are you here? You froze on me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm good here, so I don't know if it's your let me sum it up for you.
There. She's listening.
Marley, let me just sum it up, because if you're saying I froze, it's short term. You had seen this betrayal coming, but there's going to be a reconciliation and there's going to be some celebration with it. Okay.
So as you're pulling that one, someone had commented, how do I get a reading? Very simple. You're going to go over to thetaroubridge.com, brand new platform that Denise and I are co-founding. You're going to sign up and set up an account. When you do that, you're going to come back here and just say, and tell us you signed up, and we're going to make sure you did. And then Denise is going to pull a card for you. Very simple, totally free. Set up an account.
Okay. What was her name again, Amanda? I forgot.
Yep, Maggie.
Huh? Maggie. Okay, I will get confused. Judgment. Okay, so a couple things about tarot. When we pull major cards, I always say major happenings. So this is pretty big. So judgment card is the card of epiphanies, of people seeing the light, like hearing the church bells and hearing the angels sing, and you're just like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. But I don't really feel, I don't really feel it's for you. I feel it's for the other person. I feel like the other person is having somewhat of an epiphany, okay? They're having an epiphany in their life, and this card I always make fun of, but you could see that people are coming back from the dead. So it doesn't mean you're dating a zombie, but it means that...
I mean, sometimes that happens.
Yeah, I mean more than often. Anyway. So because... so this always tells me that you think a situation was dead and gone. It's not. Okay. And I always say this, and I've been saying it for years and it hasn't failed me yet. As long as two people are breathing, anything can happen. Don't tell me what kind of breakup you had. I don't want to hear how many times he's been with other people or you have. I've seen too much of it to know. As long as two people are breathing. And this is my card for that, because these people here, we thought it was dead, but now it's coming back. But so Spirit advises you, be quiet. Just stay by yourself. Work on yourself, because you're going to be amazed. The more that you go within, the more that you take care of yourself, you're going to see how things start coming to you. Okay? So hopefully that made sense.
We have Stacy Lynn. Who is next?
Oh, Stacy Lynn. Hey, girl. I know who that is.
1966. Is that the year you were born?
No. I was born in 62. I am 61 years old. Ooh, but that's okay. All right, let's see. I know we have like kids who work at our company now, and they fill out their application and their birth date is like 2000 and something. I'm going, what?
By the way, the Tarot Bridge right now is just exploding with new members.
Yeah, everybody get in there and grab a reading. And personally, I want you to tell me about my readers, because I've stamped them all. They're all my people, and I'm proud of them. And I will be watching them. I'll tell you that. I will be doing that. I will be. You know, quick little story before I do Stacy's reading. So when I owned my angel store, once a month I would have a spiritual fair. And there was always standing room only for my readers to come in and read for my place, because I was very picky about who would read, because I knew it was very important. And let me tell you, there was plenty of times I trusted people and I heard what they were doing and I threw them out of my fair. And I treat this site just like I treat my psychic fairs. You have to be a certain way. And don't think because I vetted you, I'm not watching you anymore. Because trust me, I'm watching you even harder. I'm tough. I won't work for me. I won't do it.
I'm glad we're partners. Yeah. Oh my goodness, we are like rolling in with new members. Awesome. All right, let's read for Stacy.
Stacy, you're in a situation where you're not sure if you're going to do it or not. Come on, see it? One Sphinx is down, one Sphinx is up. How could you get the chariot moving unless they both stand up and start going? This is also the card of Cancer. If I remember, I think you're an Aries. You're going to have to make a decision. You have something that you do need to move forward in, and at some point you're going to have to make a decision about whether or not you want to do it, because right now you're kind of seesawing back and forth, and this chariot is not going to move unless you both get up and you both start moving. Okay, she's cracking up. All right, who's next?
All right, so we have Stacy, we have an SJ Burns who signed up.
All right, let me do S.J. Burns. Hold on, I want to do like my little spready here. S.J. Burns. Ah, 8 of Cups. So what do you need to walk away from? Okay. You need to walk away from something. You still love it. It still gives you some fulfillment, but it's not your wish. So with the 8 of Cups, it tells us that we know we're attached to it, which makes it twice as hard to walk away from. But you need to walk away from it. You need to put yourself in a position of getting your wish, because don't forget, the 8 of Cups is seeking out the 9 of Cups. But this person is going to higher ground. So the message for you is, if you decide to walk away, because we never tell anybody what to do, when we back you on everything you do, even your bad decisions, we don't care. But if you decide to walk away, you have something better waiting for you. So that's the message for you, my dear.
I always say that when sometimes you have to release before you can bring in what's even better. And as long as you're holding on to that, you will never be able to bring that in because you don't have enough space for it.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And you know what I think I can do with this? I'm not sure, but I think I can download this and then I'll upload the whole thing on YouTube. So then people, can go to YouTube and watch it.
Aren't you just tech savvy?
Well, we'll see. It sounds good on paper. We'll see.
All right. Let's see. We have Katrina who signed up.
Katrina, what's up, my dear? Katrina, unfortunately, you have somebody in your energy who may be lying to you. Okay, 7 of Swords is usually somebody who's not telling you the truth. Now, are they looking you in the face and lying to you? Well, hold on a second. Not necessarily. They just may be not telling you the truth, if that makes sense. So in other words, maybe they're not telling you the whole story. They're leaving out pieces. So you need to be cautious, because this person has connection to your home base. So you've let this person in your heart and they're not being totally honest with you. So take a little bit, everything they say with a grain of salt, and just do your work with this person, because 7 of Swords is an iffy card with me. It always tells me that you have to investigate what they're saying a little bit more. Hopefully that made sense. Let me give me another shuffle. All right.
Marlene Moonful. I like her name.
What's her name?
Marlene Moonful.
Marlene Moonful. Isn't that a pretty name?
So S.J. Burns says that you were spot on.
Oh, thank you. I always like to say that in a British accent. Spot on. It gets silly.
I'm watching Ted Lasso, and they kept saying something like, "We're gonna pop on over," and I'm feeling like I need to start using that in my life. I want to pop on over.
Yeah, right. All right, so let's see what we have for her.
All right, now I'm getting lost in all of our signed up. Okay.
Yeah, well, I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming. Renee was like, "Oh yeah, I got this." Yeah, and then they start coming. You know what it is?
It's like ching 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 ching. I'm like, oh no.
Wait, you know what we've turned into? We've turned into Lucy and Ethel at the candy factory.
That was the best one.
They can't keep up. They thought they had it under control. All right, my dear, you have the 7 of Pentacles. So the 7 of Pentacles, and I always tell the story, is a message of patience. So this person, no, don't get caught up in the gender, went to bed, had 1 pentacle. Okay, they grow on the vine. And when he got up the next morning, he had 7. He's like, wow, I'm going to pick these and cash them in. And a thunderous voice, well, we don't know if it's thunderous, said, if you wait and you have patience, you're going to have more. So whether it's with money or it's with a love connection, I kind of feel it might be a love connection. Be a little patient with this person, because I think you're going to be surprised and you're going to see they're going to start giving you a little bit more than you anticipated. So don't jump the gun at first and, whatever, leave, give the riot act, whatever. Just be patient, because it's going to go to a place that you never expected. Okay.
Jess CD09.
Jess, let's see. You have the Four of Swords. So I'm not sure if you've been involved in a third party of some sort, but whatever you're involved with, you are taking a break. Okay. You have decided to take a break from whatever is causing you heartache. Okay. And that's pretty smart. That's a smart thing to do because as you can see, this person took three of their swords and they're putting it up here. Okay. And they're resting on their one sword. Now, swords are all about the mind, but who hasn't thought about stuff that has broke their heart? You know, sometimes our minds are not our best friends. We replay episodes of conversations or what happened. Our mind is not our best friend sometimes. And I think if you haven't, it's time now for you to take a break and things will balance out in your life.
All right. Heather.
Heather, you have an offer of love coming. Just be a little careful with the Knight of Cups because he could be, you know, a flash in the pan, so to speak. You know, he comes in, he wears his heart on his sleeve, he gives you a lot, and then you're like, hey, where'd you go?
Did you say a flash in his pants or a flash in the pan?
Flash in the pan.
I heard a flash in the pants. I'm like, Denise.
Well, that too. Yeah, that too. We've just become R-rated. Well, flash in the, yeah, I mean, you know, they come in, they're one-hit wonders and you know what they're hitting. So you have to be mindful of the Knight of Cups. You know, you don't want to be love bombed and you just want to be mindful. But somebody, usually the Knight of Cups is usually a love offer. Okay. Who knows? She's laughing.
All right. All right. I have to like backtrack here. All right. Who was that? Was that, I think Heather? So we have Roja, R-O-J-A. You know who you are out there. She says she's signed up.
Raise your hand. Well, you have the Knight of Wands. Oh, the Knights are all coming out. I don't know why I get desert terrain for some reason with this card. I always do. You could be involved with a fire sign. You could be a fire sign. You don't have to. Don't get caught up in the signs. But the Knight of Wands is somebody who comes in very quick, quicker than the Knight of Cups. He's not our fastest knight, but he's one of our knights. But this is a card of passion, okay? So this person doesn't really, they're not looking for maybe that long-term love thing. They're looking more for passion. So I feel like you have a connection with someone that's very passionate. The chemistry is very high, but you may be looking more for love and he's not, you know, or vice versa. And they're not as interested in that. But if they are not present in your life, Knights are movement. Don't forget that. So there's movement coming that's going to bring them back to you, present in your life.
All right. So if you're just joining us, what we are doing is we are celebrating the launch of the Tarot Bridge, which is a platform.
Here.
What was that?
Jason's here. I signed up at the Tarot Bridge and you're not getting a reading.
We are celebrating the launch of the Tarot Bridge, a tarot reading platform unlike any out there. Denise is pulling cards for whoever goes over to the tarotbridge.com, creates their account. It's totally free to do that and goes and checks it out. Come back here, say you signed up. She will pull a card for you until what time is your next live?
1:30. So I'm gonna do, I mean, I can go a little till 1 o'clock and then I'm gonna have to take a break. Can I take, no, Renee's like, oh, what break? You're not taking no break.
That's not how we launch things. Kidding.
That's not what we do. Okay. How's your cards working, Renee?
All right. So we have next up is Jen Smith.
Jen. I don't know who you are.
Wait, right. Was that right? Yeah, that's right.
Jen Smith. Jen, you have the Magician. We like that. So, a couple scenarios with the Magician, I feel for you. You have the power to manifest whatever you want. Okay. So whatever you've been manifesting or thinking about, it's coming to you. Okay. The Magician is somebody who tells you, you have all the tools, you have all the power. So whatever you've been contemplating and you're thinking about, because you didn't come to me with just a general question, I already know you're thinking about something, it is coming to you. It is coming to you. And I like this card because this is my Barbara Moore deck. I feel not yet, but when everything gets very green, you know how like you look outside and the trees are budded, and then like 2 days later you're like, oh my God, they're all bloomed and green. Well, that's how your manifestation is going to come in. It's going to go from dead, nothing's happening, to boom, it's all here. So hopefully that made sense.
All right, Chelisma.
Oh, you have the World card, my dear. How are you? I haven't seen you in forever. You have the World card. You are just finishing up something and starting a new path in life. See how this girl is coming through the wreath? Now, wreaths, my first day with my new tongue. Wreaths are, they are victory, okay? So think of the horse at the Kentucky Derby, okay? So think of when the horse wins, they throw the wreath around the neck. I think they still do that. Well, I think you're having a victory and you don't even see it coming. It's coming out of nowhere because you're finishing something else. Now, does that mean what you wanted from the past? Because I know a lot of you have relationships you're working on. No, that doesn't mean that. That means that whatever you consider a victory, I don't know what your victory is. So whatever you consider a victory, it's coming your way.
All right, partial to pink. That Heather. She's wondering if the other Heather was for her. So
okay.
No.
Partial to pink. And what's her name? Heather? It's another Heather. You have the Sun card. I don't know if Florida means something to you, but the Sun card is a card of Leo, and the Sun card tells us that if you felt like, I don't want to say depressed, but if you just felt like icky, you know, where you get like, you know, nothing's really thrilling you and you just kind of go through your day-to-day sort of thing, you're going to notice very soon that things change, okay? But the nice thing about it, and you could see like there's a little baby, well, I don't know the reflection. So this child is riding this horse bareback. So that means there's trust. So if you're in a situation where you're not trusting someone or something, all of a sudden there's going to be a change and you're going to be like, oh my God, I think I can trust the situation, whether it's a relationship, a promotion at work, whatever the case it may be. You're going to trust now, which is a good thing.
All right, so we have Mama Surreal, who signed up on our wait list like way back when and has been waiting ever so patiently for the Tarot Bridge to open. So she trusted us before we even trusted ourselves with this. So she deserves a card.
Yeah, there you go. The Emperor, I feel whoever you're dealing with, they're a little stubborn. Well, they're a lot of stubborn. They're getting ready though to make a move towards you. You could see they have their baton in their hand. They're using it to walk. I don't know if this person has some walking problems or they're a runner, knees, legs. I don't know why I'm getting that sort of vibration. But definitely they're stubborn, but how could I put it? They are stubborn, but they get over it. Okay. You know, they're smart enough to know, because the Emperor's pretty smart and he's wise. He's going to throw his tantrum, and then once he's done, he'll be back. But I don't know why I'm getting leg problems, back, hip, something like that with them.
I'm curious if that makes sense to her.
Yeah. What is the website to go to? thetarotbridge.com.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Barbara, PH Bum. Created an account.
Barbara, PH Bum. I know her. These are some of my loyal followers. How lucky am I? They're like family now, though. Six of Pentacles is usually the overgiving card. Okay. So the thing is, I feel at one time you were overgiving. And you know, the funny thing about this card is I have another deck that shows the reflection on the back, because we don't know what's going on in the back. We assume we do. And that's how we make problems in our life. You know, we assume we know what's going on in the scenarios, and then come to find out it's not even close to what we've assumed. So this person on the back of themselves, their coat is all worn and tattered. So I feel for you, you gave way too much, but that's okay. Who hasn't? We've all been there. We've all done it. But now this person turns around. So the breadcrumbing is over and this person, the tables have turned. So the person starts giving back to you, which is nice.
All right. Mama Surreal said that your message made sense to her. My God, you actually know what you're doing.
I do. I do. I do. 45 years. It's a long time.
That's not even possible.
Yeah, I know. Actually longer, because I started when I was 10. So like 50 years. 50 years?
That's crazy.
I know.
All right, we have Monica.
Monica. Oh, you're welcome, PH. Thank you for being a supporter. I appreciate you. Monica, my dear. Oh, Monica, the Empress. Who am I? I did this the other day. The Empress embodies every queen. Okay. So you, my dear, have gone through all the queens. Okay. You have gone through all the queens and you finally have become Empress status. And when you become Empress status, things start coming to you. You start attracting because the universe, Jesus, God, Buddha, whoever you believe in, looks down and go, hey, this chick figured it out. So you've tried with the Queen of Cups where you've been too much with your heart. You've tried with the Queen of Pentacles where you say, the heck with everything. I'm just going to worry about my money and my material stuff. You've tried with the Queen of Swords. Nope, everything I do, I'm going to think with my head. And then you did the Queen of Wands, which is, well, she's a little flirty. But the thing is, you've done all you can do, and now you're at Empress status. So what you want will easily come to you because you've learned. Yes.
So if we have missed anyone, just drop a comment and let us know. I tried to keep track of it, but the way you were getting your card drawn today is we have an ask of you. So we are celebrating the launch of the tarotbridge.com. You can just go right over there, sign up for your account, check it out. There's an amazing community aspect to it as well. It is totally free to sign up. We have incredible vetted readers that Denise has looked at under a microscope. She is one tough lady. Not anyone can get into this, get into our platform as an advisor. And okay, we have a couple we forgot. So if you want a card, you just go over there. We're going to have to limit it at some point, but we will, we'll backtrack to the few that we missed. And that's it. So let me just make sure we have
Laura Lee, I think.
Laura Lee, we missed. Yep.
Okay.
I was forgotten. Laura Lee, you're not forgotten.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Bayo Sunrise is next. That's coming from my I got a bunch of moderators on here. Girls, can you start helping Renee out? Because I know it gets really, really confusing. If you girls can start putting in who's coming up next. Okay, not somebody who just wants a card pool, but somebody who actually signed up for my site, because I know it's getting overwhelmed for Renee, and I ain't looking. I'm telling you right now, I ain't looking. All right, so my dear, you have the King of Wands. And the King of Wands, we like them when they're around. You know, they're a lot of fun. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You know what I think about Leo men? You got to tell them they're pretty every day. And it becomes exhausting. And that's what's happening with this guy. The thing is, again, body language. Look at his hand on his knee. He's pretending to ignore you, but yeah, this dude's watching you, okay? He's watching you, and he's got his hand on his knee, and he says, you know what? I know I'm going to come back. I'm just going to wait and see how long I can go in silence. So don't let it hurt you, my dear. Just keep going. Just keep living. But yeah, he's coming back, but he's a handful. He's a handful.
I know some Leos, and now it all makes sense that you just said that.
Tell me I'm pretty.
Bayou Sunrise.
Bayou Sunrise. You have, my dear, the Fool card. Not that you're a fool, but you're going to have something come to you that's a new opportunity, okay? And you're going to go for it, but you're going to feel like it's brand new to you when in fact it's almost similar to what you've done before. It could be a relationship. Maybe this person reminds you of someone else, or it is the person, but this time in this little satchel are all the lessons. So you're smart now. You know how to handle a situation. So I want you to have more faith in yourself, because I think you don't have enough of faith in yourself. I want you to believe in yourself because Spirit believes in you, and you have the opportunity to really make this next opportunity work for you.
All right, let's see. We have Gib 4210.
Give 42.
And then whoever's asking, where do you go? You go to thetarotbridge.com and sign up.
Okay. Hold on there. Gonna have to give these a shuffle again. My Four of Cups. So when it comes to love, relationships, you have not been happy, okay? And the bad thing about this is you're up against a tree. This girl's up against a tree, and the longer she sits there, she grows roots as the tree does, and you're not moving. And then all opportunities that come your way, they're just not thrilling you. I think you're going to get something and you're not seeing it coming. It's going to be pretty big. It's going to be large for you. It's something that gets you up from the tree. You can see the hand comes with the dove on it for love. So it's coming your way. You're just not going to see it, but it's coming pretty soon too. And the grass is very green. So I don't know if you live in a place where you have very green grass, but I just get grass is green for you.
All right. Did anyone else not get their card pulled who actually signed up for the Tarot Bridge? Just let us know. Anyone else? Anyone? I think, and wait, Wendy Ward 50 said, should we sign up again? I signed up a while ago. Wendy, you just have to create an account. Just signed up. Wendy is on it and she is ready.
Yeah, that was just our wait list. If you signed up when I originally told you to, when was that? Like almost a year ago? Okay. If you signed up then, that's just our wait list. That's still there. You'll get messages through the wait list, but you need to go in and make an account now. So, and then if you guys like watching me, I will start posting videos on my community page over there. So you can come over there, and then I'm going to host lives over there, and I will give readings. And so make sure you get on the community page, The Circle, because there's going to be a lot of fun stuff there. And I think what I might do too is give little tarot lessons free. I'm going to throw them out there because I do like to teach, because I do like telling people what to do. So we have the Hierophant for you, my dear. You have somewhat of a commitment coming in. You know, you're looking for the traditional. You're looking for the, the culture. You want the commitment, okay? And you're getting it. Usually this is a card of Taurus. Doesn't mean you have to be, or the other person, but it's coming your way, okay? It's definitely coming your way, a commitment that you really didn't expect. I would think too, maybe in the month of, wait, is it? Taurus season is April 20th, I think, to May 20th, if I'm not mistaken, because my daughter's a Taurus and she's May 20th. Right, Jess? Aren't you May 20th? I forgot her birthday once. It wasn't good. I took her to the dentist and they said, what's your birthday? I said, May 19th. And she looked at me. She goes, seriously, Mom? I go, oh, no, that was your due date. Yeah. And so look in that season for more of a commitment. I have 3 kids. What can I tell you?
I mean, in all honesty, I don't remember, I'm at the point I don't remember my age, where I sometimes will be like, how old? Yeah. I'm that mucky middle.
Yeah, I wish I was back in that mucky middle. Yeah, my daughter. Come on, Denise. I know, Jess. I can't help it.
All right, Jay. So we're going to wrap up at 1. So we'll do a few more of these. If you want your card pulled before 1 o'clock, you have to go over to thetarotbridge.com, sign up for an account. I'm going to get a notification that pops up, and then Denise will read your card. So the next one is J Har 0818.
Wait, I'm going to shuffle these because I've been picking at them, and I like to. So we will shuffle for a minute.
And we have Barb after that. Barb Jones. And then you're not getting off without pulling a card for me.
Oh yeah, I'll do one. And then I got to do my moderators. Okay.
So someone else said that I've been signed up since you started promoting Avenue Nina. Nina, did you go onto the Tarot Bridge and actually create an account? Because now we are officially live, and you're no longer just on the wait list. You actually have to go on and set up your account. So if you just want to confirm that you did that. So this is J Harr, Harr 0818.
Okay. Who's next?
After that, or are you going to do this one first?
Yeah, I'll do this one. So Queen of Wands, we love the Queen of Wands. This is the woman who found her mojo. Okay. And I think this is you. You have confidence. It's funny because the Queen of Wands is a business owner. She's someone who's confident enough to own her own business. She's finally figured it out. We don't care what other people think. Okay. And you're living for you. And I think that's what's happening. And if you notice too, she has a black cat. Go figure. So I think that for you, you're having this epiphany, male or female, and you're realizing, and you're kind of coming into your own. And you're just having this confidence about you. And this is also going to attract a lot of people to you. Yeah.
Barb Jones.
Barb. I keep pulling. It's weird. Even though I shuffle, I keep pulling the same cards. It's the energy is crazy. You have our slowest night. We knew he would show up. Our Knight of Pentacles. Something happened in September, October around you. And it's coming back again. So whatever happened in that time frame, it's going to come back and resurface in a good way. Okay. You thought this would never happen because, as usual, the Knight of Pentacles is our slowest night. And this is also earth energy. So it could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that's involved with this. You could be that. Doesn't have to be. So even though something hasn't appeared in front of you, know that it is coming. It is on its way to you.
All right, Nina.
You're welcome. Nina? Nina, you have the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like, I don't know, it's like family, like it's going to work out for you. Like you're really stressing over money, relationships, everything. You're like, nothing's working. And it all comes together for you. It may take till October, but between now and October, you're going to see some amazing things happening in your life. And you're going to be like, who'd have thought? Well, we'd have thought, that's what.
But Barb commented that you're amazing because you had given her a couple months where something had happened, and she said she separated from her ex at that time.
Oh, good to hear. My timing sometimes is good. It depends.
So, all right. So that's all. I think we got everyone who signed up for the Tarot Bridge. Again, if you're just joining us, we're celebrating the launch of the Tarot Bridge, which is a platform unlike any other out there that is based on vetted readers, readings with integrity, and a community aspect to it that is just completely unique. And myself and Denise are the co-founders of it. And you know that a platform that has been created by a reader who gets it is one that is going to just surpass what's out there right now because it just doesn't exist. So, Denise, pull a card for me. So we're wrapping it up. We're getting down to the end of our hour. Although you're going to be back. You're back here at what, 1:30?
I have 1:30 with one of my readers, and then 3 o'clock with another one of my readers. I'm bringing them on for a little bit, and we're going to pull cards together, the readers and I. And we're also going to talk about their role, and what a cramp in the behind I am. But I'm okay with that. I just want the best for everybody because I take this extremely seriously. I can say to you, I've never, ever, since I started pulling cards, have ever through a reading. I've never told anyone what they wanted to hear, even though I knew what the ramifications would be sometimes, and it wasn't pretty. I've never done that. I've always been authentic, and I'm not about to change. Renee, Yay! You have the Page of Swords. So something you did not expect, positive, is coming in out of the blue. It's just, and it's pretty funny because swords are all about our mind thought process. So I feel, even though you're probably one of the most optimistic persons I know, there's still a doubting Thomas in you. And it's going to change on a dime within the next week or so. And you're going to be like, wow, it really is good. Hopefully it's our sight. But the thing is, you are a doubting Thomas. You don't show that, but you're working really hard at that. You're really working hard to kind of change that around. And all of a sudden, it's just going to clear out from anywhere. I also get something with your son. I don't know if he's just, I know he was looking at colleges, if he decided, but he's all of a sudden, he's on board with something. So I don't know if he's wavering on something or what he's doing, but I get all of a sudden he's on board with whatever he's doing.
All right. Yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Minutes, she's brutally honest.
She is brutally honest.
I yell at Minutes. She's my moderator. I yell at her. Let me pull a card for my moderators because my girls are really good. I'll start with Minutes. I don't think I got Minutes. I got Jackie. Minutes is laughing. I yell at her all the time. I have, all right, so Minutes, you have the Devil card, figures. Listen, you're tied to something that's not working. And you know, Minutes, I know you're tied to something that's not working. You know why? Because when you go quiet on me and I don't hear from you, I know something's up. I think sometimes it's your mindset. You know, we get, good old faithful, we get in a certain mindset where we just want to believe the worst. It's because when we do it enough, it brings us comfort, believe it or not. Like if we complain all day long and then all of a sudden we give it up, we start looking for, oh, that doesn't feel right. Where's the complaint? You know, we got to complain. But I just feel with the devil card, and you could be involved with the Capricorn, I'm not sure. I think that you are tied to something that you're going to have to let go. It's not working, you know, and that could be any habit too. It could be an addiction or a habit, you know, maybe you shop too much, whatever. But I believe even worse, I gave up. Okay, so next one is Jackie's here. Jackie, we got the Six of Swords for you. So if your mind has been such, because don't forget, swords are all about our thought process, okay? So if your mind is in a bad place, because it usually is with the Six of Swords, you're coming out of it and you're going to a calmer place. And the one thing I like about the Six of Swords is they're going towards the star. So the star tells me that you're getting your wish, whatever it is, the wish that's going to put your mind at ease. So that's a good card. It's a movement card, and we like movement because movement brings us to where we need to be. Who else is here? Jess, you want a card, my dear? Sure, I could hear her now. She's downstairs. Sure, why not? And I think her girlfriend is too. Ooh. You get the card of Temperance. I don't know if you're involved with the Sagittarius, but you're going to have a choice pretty soon between two things. Could be two people. And you're going to have to decide how you're going to, how you're going to go about it. You're going to have to learn some patience because you have something coming in. And I think it's in the love area because I always go with cups or love, where you're going to have to balance the two, which, you know, choice is good. Who else is there?
We have one more who just created an account, a Dumpling 1920.
Okay, Dumpling. Ooh, Dumpling, you have the Two of Cups. So if you are looking for love, love is going to find you. Let me tell you. And this is the nice thing about the Two of Cups is you and this person are on the same wavelength, okay? You are equal in everything, which makes it nice. And there's no playing games and there's no messing around. So I like the Two of Cups. It could be a water sign, doesn't have to be, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but it's a mutual coming together of two people.
Amazing. So I think that wraps up our hour. You are not done yet today. You are still going. If you are just joining us, head on over to thetarotbridge.com, create your account, pop on over into the community, and say hello, introduce yourself, say where you're from. We are creating a community of like-minded, spiritual-minded people to connect. So join us and test us out. You can grab a $10 reading, a 1 card, a 3-minute pull, and see how you like it.
Yeah, I don't know how many cards they pull, but the thing is too, a lot of the readers there, I mean, they're not all tarot card readers. Some of them are astrologists, some of them do, they're just medium, psychic. So there's a variety there. So I think it's a question for like $10, or any area of your life, you could tell them. And they're pretty good. They cut to the chase, which, they're good. We want that. We don't want people dragging things out,
They're not going to linger for 5 minutes trying to drag out the call because you get paid more when the call's long. We are not that.
We are not doing that. So that's it. I will be back at 1:30. Believe it or not, I'm going to go rest my voice a little bit. I will be back at 1:30 with Kristen. She's a reader of mine, who I adore. She's great person. You'll feel a good level of comfort with her. And she's going to come on and we're going to talk about what she does. And then at 3:00, I'll be back again and I'll have Miriam, and she's another one. She's a great reader. She's actually, she does medium work, past life. So she's pretty interesting. So we're going to have some talks with her. And yeah, I'll bring Renee back. She was good with this. Give her a round of applause. She was good.
I mean, we have more people signing up. So continue to sign up and join in a half hour and you'll bump up to the top of the list for a card pull.
Yeah. Yep. All right, guys. Thanks, Renee. It was fun. Thank you, everyone who signed up, and thank you for the congratulations. And I hope to see you on the site. Remember the community page. I'm going to be on there giving free lessons and doing readings.
So go get more of Denise.
I know. All right, guys. Take care.